pray that wherever you are at, that you are safe, that you are blessed, that God will continue to keep you in the palm of his hand and will continue to just empower you and give you the strength that you need every day. I want to do something just a bit different than what I normally do. I just want to tell you a bit about myself and just about where I'm from with regards to how I grew up. I grew up, I'm not going to say in the time of apartheid, because I grew up when apartheid was still in effect. I was born at a very young age. I'm not going to tell you when I was born, but I was born at a very young age. And I had the privilege of actually moving, of going to schools that were back then Model C schools, or I'm just going to call them Model C schools for now. And we used to move around a lot. My dad always wanted to make sure that he could provide for us better all the time. So we moved around quite a bit, and I'm not going to get into the details of how many schools I went to and stuff like that. But I want to tell you about where I come from. I grew up in a place where, in different areas, and I always had the opportunity to mingle with different types of people. I remember I used to live in Petersburg, which is now called Polokwane. We used to go to a primary school, an English school, the only English school in town. And I used to play rugby and cricket, and I used to run and all of those things. I was very athletic. Maybe I still am, I just don't know. But I used to play rugby, and we played pretty good rugby at school. School's name used to be Pimps. And we played pretty good rugby, and we had a pretty good team. And there were numerous occasions when we used to play against opposing schools, and the opposing schools were always a bit bigger than us. They were always a bit stronger than us, but it never held us back. It never held us back where we could say that we are now less because of that. We played good rugby. I remember coming to the field one day, and we played, and it was a school of fair color. It was a white school, and coming to the field, and as I walked into the field, and this guy used to tell me in Afrikaans, he said, "Word not, vandag mag ek jou dood op die veld. Wat soek jy op my veld?" And I remember going to the game. I was a bit nervous, and I went into the game. We played the game, and within the first 10 minutes, I felt fear, man. And within the first 10 minutes, my friend took the guy out. I was the only guy of color within my team. And in fact, it was my sisters and I were the only people of color within the school, for that matter. And he took the guy out, and the first he broke his arm. And I remember him coming off the field and being stitched off the field. And he was yelling and he was swearing at me, at our team, because he's hurt. And I realized then already, and at a young age when I was playing even primary school rugby, that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are, what color you are. That people will always be there to say things about you. That people will always be there to try to knock you and take you off your game. And I kudos to my friend. I haven't seen him, obviously, and spoken to him in many years. But he fought in my place. I didn't have to fight that battle. I remember even going to school. We lived in Hillbrow for a while. For those of you who know where Hillbrow is, and we went to school in Bramfontein. It's a bit of a walk. It was just my second sister and myself, my younger sister, that attended school there. And we attended the school, and my parents went to go write us into the school, and they said, guys, our quota for people of color, unfortunately, is empty. It's full. Not empty, it's full. And my parents didn't accept that. And they went to the Department of Education, they wrote a letter, and it was about a week later, they allowed us into the school, because then all of a sudden they could allow us into the school. What am I trying to say with this? And I've got a lot of other stories that I maybe will relate in some point in time. But what I'm trying to say in this, man, I grew up in an era where it was hard, it was tough. I was also marginalized. I was also at a place, where I was told bad things. And I was also at a place where I was told that you don't belong here. But at the end of the day, I didn't let this thing affect me. I didn't want it to become part of who I am. I decided at a very young age that whatever people are going to say, there are certain words you need to accept, and there are certain words you need to go. And whatever people are going to tell you, because some words are going to be negative, some words are going to be positive. You need to decide, man. You need to decide whether you're going to accept what people are saying about you. Doesn't matter if it's because of the color of your skin. Doesn't matter if it's because of how you do things or what you do. It doesn't matter because of how you look, for that matter, man. Or it has to do with how you receive it. And if you're going to receive negative things, and if you're going to receive it and you're going to hold on to it, you're going to find yourself in a place where you're going to find yourself stressed. You're going to find yourself in a place where you're going to find yourself unnecessarily burdened by what other people think. And from a very young age, in my previous video, I said that my mom taught me that I need to always tell myself that I need to be, that I am special, successful, and I am unique, and I'm successful in all that I do. So from very young age, you need to get to a point where God becomes part of your life, and He overrules everything that people are going to say. He overrules what people think about you, because they're going to be there and things are going to be said. But you decide. Yeah, I grew up in apartheid, but I didn't stay there. I moved on because I knew there was something better. Yeah, I was also marginalized, but I didn't stay there. I moved on because my now, which was back then, was not my forever. God bless you. I feel so